Intense rainfall in Poland carries a real risk of flooding. The residents of southern Poland are in the most difficult situation, although the tragic scenario of 1997 should not occur again. Fighting the elements always raises fear. Many areas have been affected by flooding, and firefighters in the Territorial Defense Force have rushed to help. The toughest fight awaits Lower Silesia in the Opole region. In the Karkonoski National Park, all hiking trails have been closed. The situation has been monitored by our reporters since early this morning. This is what the previously quiet streams in the Karkonoski National Park look like today. The same is true in many mountain areas, where trails have been closed to tourists. This enormous amount of water that is falling in the mountains, which at some point falls with great speed and force, falls on the trails and just flies down, which also causes mudslides. According to the Institute of Meteorology and Water Management, a Level 3 flood threat has been issued for the Lower Silesian, Opole, Silesian, and Lesser Poland voivodeships. The next few hours will be decisive. The situation in the south of the Silesian voivodeship looks most crisis-ridden. Rainfall totals for the coming night of up to 120 liters per square meter are possible. This is Głuchołazy in the Opole area, where firefighters evacuated about 400 residents. Reaching Głuchołazy here, I saw water spilled in the fields. In many places, firefighters are working. Residents are trying to secure possessions to save what they can from the water. The situation is particularly difficult in the Kłodzko Valley. Water has flooded Lądek-Zdrój, and residents of other towns, including Bar, are preparing to evacuate. These forecasts that are being shown today say unequivocally that people need to be evacuated. These are nevertheless mountainous and sub-mountainous regions. Here the rivers behave a little differently than in the lowlands. There are flash floods. They can change their level from hour to hour. As always, our firefighters are up to the task, including volunteer firefighters, who in recent years have been given modern equipment, specifically for dealing with such situations. Those battling the elements in the Głuchołazy are being joined by firefighters from the Mazovia region. The water special company of 30 firefighters was directed to the site. With the firefighters shoulder to shoulder stood soldiers from the Territorial Defense Forces, who once again showed that they are always ready to help. We monitor, keep residents informed. Also, at 3 points, residents have the opportunity to obtain sandbags. The reason for this year's flooding is the Genoese low, passing through southern Poland. Meteorologists predict that the weather will improve next week. There are many indications that despite earlier concerns, there will not be a repeat of the 1997 floods.